In the productive Ukraine, with 50 million people, the second most populous Soviet republic, Parliament today declared full independence from the Soviet Union, pending a referendum there in December. This is a major change because the Ukraine supplies huge quantities of grain and coal to the rest of the Soviet Union. The Ukraine is by no means alone. The Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, have now all declared their independence as well. And today in Moscow, Boris Yeltsin, president of Russia, who'd already acknowledged the independence of Lithuania, recognized Latvia and Estonia as well. Yeltsin urged President Gorbachev and other countries to do the same. In Latvia, the KGB didn't guard the people kept watch at the KGB, demanding its files be opened and its agents fired. At Communist Party headquarters, officials tried to hold on to their building and apparently burned incriminating documents. Meanwhile, in Leningrad, where the 1917 revolution began, police sealed party buildings to keep all documents intact. The new flag of Russia went up over City Hall as people from all parts of Soviet life approved. And a new generation was brought in to note the occasion. The old communist red flag was everywhere put down, or at least hurried out of sight.
Alfred Rubiks, the first secretary of Latvia's Communist Party, won't be showing up for work Monday. The party headquarters was seized Friday by Latvian police. The building is sealed off. The floor is strewn with documents that party workers tried to destroy. They burned intelligence files in the bathroom.
No.
Police found files that the party kept on intellectuals and reformers. This is the desk that belonged to the Communist Party boss here in Riga. He's in jail now. And this man is a prosecutor, an investigator with the police department. He's going through the desk, finding old memos, shredded documents, looking for the names of the collaborators, the people who participated with the hardliners from Moscow, and looking for ways in general that the party ran its business in this country. By the secretary's desk, they found a phone that rings directly to the Soviet Army barracks and to the hated Black Beret commandos. Lenin is still on the wall of the party secretary's office, but overnight his statue was toppled from its pedestal in downtown Riga. Latvians couldn't believe he was gone. Hot debates about the past, the future shot through the crowd.
The independence now, it's a real fact.
This young Latvian hopes to go back to his grandfather's farm that Stalin collectivized so disastrously in the 50s. Lenin is gone. Now the Latvians are talking about a Nuremberg-like tribunal for his men who took the hard line and lost it all. Dennis Murphy, NBC News, Riga, Latvia.
How long will it be before the United States and the other major Western democracies recognize the Baltic republics as free, independent countries? Well, judging by what the president and his top aides had to say today, not long at all. NBC's Jim Mikhail is with the president in Kennebunkport. Jim?
John, if President Bush doesn't appear to be in any particular hurry to push harder for Baltic independence, it's because he's convinced it's going to happen anyway, with or without him. As Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney arrived at Kennebunkport, worldwide pressure was building on President Bush to do something about the Baltics. Bush is already behind. Many European allies have already begun moves to restore diplomatic ties. A motorcade of demonstrators streamed past the president's compound, pushing for Baltic independence.
You clearly have reformists and the democratic movements in control. They do not oppose independence for the Baltics. To wait now is, I'm not sure what he would be waiting for.
But Bush may not wait long. U.S. officials say that a resolution for Baltic independence will be offered during tomorrow's meeting of the Supreme Soviet. And Bush was playing it coy.
Everyone knows our policy. We want to see the Baltics free. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Pressures are also mounting to provide the Soviets more immediate, direct economic aid.
Baltic Americans took the appeal for their homeland as close as they could to the president's Kennebunkport retreat.
The time is ripe now, and I think to wait long or to wait weeks or months, I think would be undercutting the reforms that are taking place now.
The hammer and sickle is still coming down around Moscow. This regional party office is now proudly flying the old Russian tricolor. to the delight of enthusiastic onlookers. People continue to gather to express long pent-up anger at the Communist Party.
The people shouldn't be exterminated, but the memory of the Communist Party should be destroyed on the whole planet.
Not everyone is elated by the history-making changes in the Soviet Union, certainly not the Workers' World Party in New York.
We're going to a meeting with representatives of the Soviet mission, at which time we're going to present them with a letter.
The socialist group hand-delivered a letter to the Soviet mission to the UN, then staged a demonstration down the street.
What's really happening in the Soviet Union is that the big corporations are going to get back in and exploit the Soviet workers if Yeltsin and Gorbachev have their way.
Last week's failed coup that toppled communist hardliners was a boost to Soviet republics to declare independence. The European community has recognized the independence of the Baltic states, and these immigrants from the Ukraine believe the United States should do the same for their homeland.
Recognize a free Ukraine!
It took us all by surprise, this declaration, but I'm hopeful and at the same time skeptical.